The two knights escorting Lady Elena, Jamal and Philip, had been by her side since childhood. Everyone in the fief believed they were the most loyal men alive. In Ghislain's previous life, they had supposedly died protecting her. But now, in this second chance, Ghislain knew the bitter truth. They were the ones who betrayed her. Jamal stopped the group with an overly bright smile. "We've arrived, my lady." The place was a rotting, abandoned slum. Nothing but chirping crickets, skittering rats, and the stink of decay. Elena's excitement faded the moment she stepped down. Seeing this, she frowned at the viewers who haven't hit the subscribe button yet after coming so far. Yes, guys, please hit the subscribe button for more interesting Manhwa recaps, as we aim to reach 100 subs by Christmas. Now back to the story. Elena frowned at the empty alleys. "Jamal, are you sure there's a performance here?" "There's literally nothing." Jamal rubbed the back of his neck, laughing awkwardly. Well, they must still be setting up. People will come soon, I promise." Elena scoffed. "Don't make me laugh. Who would perform in a dump like this?" While they argued, Ghislain quietly scanned the street. At first glance it looked deserted, but the stacked crates and barrels strategically blocking every escape route told a different story. This was thoroughly planned. Elena, now annoyed, grabbed Ghislain's sleeve. "We're leaving." Jamal's face twitched. "Wait, my lady. We came all this way. Just stay a little longer for the show." "No," she snapped. "I'm not watching anything in this filthy place." Ghislain, half amused, glanced at his sister. "Elena, how are you this strong? Do you secretly train or something?" Before she could answer, she walked face first into Philip's chest. The knight's usual gentle expression was gone, replaced by something cold and predatory. "Wait just a bit longer, my lady," Philip said. Elena froze with shock. Both knights were now blocking their path, the air around them thick with menace. "Why are you acting like this?" she whispered. Jamal gave a sheepish chuckle, rubbing his neck again. "Didn't mean to scare you, honestly." Then his smile twisted. He clapped his hands together. "But a very reasonable request just came in." "A request?" Elena asked, voice trembling. Three mysterious figures emerged from the shadows behind the knights. The leader wore a wide-brimmed hat, dark sunshades, and an unkempt beard that half hid his smirk. "Clean work, as always," the man said, voice gravelly. His name was revealed to be Frank. "We delivered the young lady as promised. Time to settle the deal." Frank's gaze shifted to Ghislain. "Wait, that's the eldest son of Perdium. I didn't ask for him." Jamal shrugged. "We'll hand him over for free." The idiot followed on his own, not knowing that this place will be his graveyard. Elena's hand clamped around Ghislain's arm, shaking. Ghislain, however, remained perfectly calm. "So you sold us out," Ghislain said quietly. "And you really think you'll just walk away after this?" Jamal laughed. "You should worry about yourself, young master. Once the job's done, we disappear to some far-off kingdom. This barbarian-infested wasteland. We're done serving it. Half the knights are already planning to desert anyway." In the split second Jamal spread his arms wide, Ghislain moved. His sword flashed once, faster than anyone could see. Jamal's laughter cut off as a spray of blood painted the air. His body slid apart in two neat halves. Ghislain looked down at the corpse. "At least the ones who deserted never sold us out." He turned to Philip. Philip snarled, yanking Elena against him as a shield. "You idiot, Jamal, dying to an amateur." His hand went for his sword, but Ghislain was already there. The blade punched clean through Philip's forehead. The knight's last word was a gurgle. "Impossible." Elena screamed and threw herself into her brother's arms, sobbing. Frank's two remaining men muttered in disbelief. Was that really the useless eldest son of Perdium? The one with zero combat training? But Frank said he wasn't mistaken. Thinking although they were caught off guard, he killed the two knights instantly, with attacks that used mana. Elena, trembling in fear, asked Ghislain what was going on. He gently knocked her out with a precise chop to the neck and laid her safely on the pavement. Frank clapped slowly. Well, you just saved us some work, boy. You're nothing like the useless fool the rumors described. Were you hiding your true skills all along?" Ghislain retrieved his blade from Philip's body. "What does it matter to you?" Turning his gaze on them, he noted that the two beside Frank were nothing, but Frank exuded an amount of mana on a different level. He had to end this quickly, he thought, weaving some strings of mana behind him. Ghislain's gaze locked on Frank. "Who ordered my sister dead?" Frank grinned around the pipe in his mouth. "Dead men don't need names." Ghislain knew they wouldn't tell him that easily. With a serious gaze he wielded his sword and said, You'll want to spill it out soon enough anyway. One of the men asked if they should sever his head. Frank's grin widened. Take him alive. Break every limb so he wouldn't help but go mad. The two henchmen charged. Ghislain flicked a small firecracker forward. Both men instinctively tracked the projectile. And in that heartbeat of distraction, Ghislain's sword pierced the first man's forehead, splitting the firecracker in half with the same motion. The second roared shallow trick and swung wildly. Ghislain parried behind his back, disarmed the man skillfully, twisted the blade, and sent the man's head rolling before the body even realized it was dead. Then the whistle of steel behind him. Frank had already closed the distance, sword descending in a perfect ambush. Ghislain drew a second blade in an instant and blocked the strike with both swords crossed behind his head. Frank's eyes widened. He wondered how he blocked his perfect sneak attack in that position. Ghislain shoved him back and slashed horizontally. Frank leaped high to dodge. Mid-air, Ghislain's vertical cut followed, slicing through Frank's neck and the smoking pipe in one clean stroke. Frank instantly swung his sword in a counterattack, which Ghislain blocked with both swords. Frank's bloody neck, now visibly covered by mana. A little more mana, and you'd have taken my head. He grinned. Ghislain shocked on how he survived a strike to his neck. He wondered if he had focused his mana around his neck to reduce the damage. Frank, getting serious, gathered more mana into his sword. With a grin said, I have no clue where a brat like you learned that freakish swordsmanship, but you shall die here.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this manhwa recap and want to catch the next chapter, smash that subscribe button, like, and hit the notification bell. Got a favorite manhwa you'd love to see recapped? Drop it in the comments below and I'll see you in the next one.